Hi, this is Dr. Soik. So we talk about as the foundation of weight loss to look at your diet and cut out your carb and cut down your fat intake and focus on protein. So if you do that and you still cannot lose the weight, it is time to look at the second step. To us, is to look at your thyroid function. You may have already done that with your medical doctor, do some blood work and look at your thyroid and it looks okay or within the range. That's what they say. But about 50% of people that we see have normal blood thyroid numbers based on the medical doctors, but they still have thyroid symptoms like weight issues, hair loss, low energy, depression, and so on and so on. So one of the reasons of it is medical doctors look at the broad range, right? Let's look at your TSH, for example. So your TSH based on your doctor should be between zero point 0.5 and 4.5. That would be the range that your TSH, which is a thyroid marker, should be within. However, this is not the functional range. So the functional range is more like 1.8 and 3, so it should be in the middle. However, if your TSH is like at 1, and your doctor will say, oh, you're within the range, but to us, you're not functional. You're not in the functional range of your thyroid. So we will suspect you do have thyroid issues. So like I said, about 50% of people that we see are being missed by the medical doctors because they look at the range, not the functional range. They look at the whole range. So they are missing a lot. And another factor as well that why the medical community misses a lot of thyroid issues is they don't look at the reverse thyroid T3 marker. One of the reasons of it is the RT3 or the reverse T3 is not covered by insurance. So they don't run it because it's not covered. You will have to pay it out of pocket. And the second reason is they don't really know how to read this, how to interpret those values. Um, but us, we look, one of the most important marker of our thyroid panel is the reverse T3. So we need to make sure that the reverse T3 is fine. So let's go back and talk a little bit about your thyroid. Okay, so your thyroid is this gland you have at the base of your neck, and your thyroid makes the T4, which is again a blood marker that your medical doctors maybe will run with you. And then the T4 is converted into the T3, which is another marker that your doctor will run, the 3T3, the total T3, and so on. So the T3 is the actual thyroid hormone that is active inside the body. So there's a conversion there. So the T4 is converted to the T3. And the T4 can also be converted into reverse T3. So there's like a competition between the reverse T3 and the T3. So meaning that if your reverse T3 is too high, you may have a good T3 on the blood work, but these two compete. So if your reverse T3 is too high, it will bind to the same side as the T3, and the T3 is not working anymore, even though it is normal. So it is really, really critical for us to look at the reverse T3 and see what it is. And if there's any issue there, we need to address that because we see a lot of people, a lot of women, they take thyroid medication, compounded or whatever it is, and they still struggle. The numbers are within the range. The T4 is within the range, the T3 is within the range, but they still cannot lose the weight. That could be because of your reverse T3 is high and your doctors don't run it. So we need to look at that. That this is what we do. So we need to make sure that your thyroid function is optimal. And if your reverse T3 is off, we need to figure out what is that. Is it an adrenal issue, a sex hormone issue, could be a toxins issue, it could be a gut issue, it could be different things. So this is our goal is to determine, okay, what to do to optimize all those different thyroid markers. So if you do all that and your thyroid is good, but you still cannot lose the weight, we cannot talk about the third step tomorrow. God bless.